plasma locks, 4 different sizes. Which one do I need for my winch? So the plasma locks are designed so that when they're fitted to the drum, you've got the rope passing in through the first loop. You'll get at least 6 wraps between the 2 loops and the tail in the last loop. And if you have a look here, this is probably too much plasma lock, because as we know, the winch produces maximum torque on bottom layer. So if all of that is tied up with a plasma lock, not much good. So this is why we've got different sizes for different size winch drums. Starting at the beginning, the original, the plasma lock, the MD01, this is what we first started using with things like the Hornet here, and as you can see, length of that in comparison to the drum, not a problem at all. But when you're onto something like the standard drum low-line winches, it's probably too much. So next option is the Mini. As you can see, it will work really well with a standard drum. We supply these as standard for the Ineos Grenadier winches. Also can be used down to ATV style sort of quad bike winches, etc. So lots of options there. If you are looking for a little bit more strength from the plasma lock though, still in a compact package, we're then onto the MD03, the short model. And again, that one will work quite well on a standard drum. Then we finally go up to the final plasma lock, the MD05. This one was created for use with 14-16mm rope. As you can see, the loops in this are significantly larger than this one, so trying to get a 14mm rope through that is going to be nigh on impossible. On this one, nice and simple. But also really useful if you've got something like a large drum Hornet. We've got the XL here, you can see the knurled area, and you can see the plasma lock is basically the same length as the knurled area. So that's the 4 different options. Okay, so fitting a plasma lock to a winch drum. Start off, put the winch rope on, and a couple of arm lengths, sort of about, what's that, about 4.5, 5 foot of rope, about. Now, what we're going to do, we've got to remember the rope is going to pass in under the drum. So we're going to take our rope, and go straight under the drum, and I find it easiest if I position the plasma lock on the top at this point so I can see what I'm doing. And now all I've got to do is keep passing the rope around the plasma lock. What we're doing is we are capstoning the rope. The rope is going to hold itself to the drum through its own tension. This is the bit where we speed it up because everybody's going to fall asleep watching me do this. Okay, so then we've got it wrapped around. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a little bit of slack in this by just easing the rope, and I'm going to just slide the whole lot to the end of the drum. And now I'm going to work out all of the slack in the rope because I want this on tight. And this is just easily done by working it back round. Now, the rope is firmly attached to the drum. It will not come off if you are in free spool, because you've got a drum disconnect free spool like a Hornet where you can just wander off with the rope. There's no danger of accidentally pulling the rope off the drum. If you winch out to the end of the rope will stay attached to the drum. You cannot pull the rope off. But before you go to use this, it's important that you do a first pull from this point here under some tension to get the rope to really tighten on, lock itself onto the drum. Common problem people have is they don't do this, they go to use the winch and they find that the drum slips inside the rope. But if you do that first pull with it all tensioned up like this to begin with, it will really lock it in, you won't have any problems. When you want to remove the rope, just take the tail end, pop it out, unwind, and you can quickly and easily remove your rope so you can take it off, clean your rope before refitting. There you go.